All right, folks, this is Cam Buford, voice of the fans. What's good in sports?
Hey, Kobe, you talked about the importance of hydrating athletes, and could you talk about what it means to the mind, to focus on the mind and getting them mentally tough, mentally prepared for their journey to become professional athletes?
Well, it happens in increments.
I'm going to ask you to be real with us, Jason. What are some of the challenges that you face throughout this building process?
Yeah, just talking about that earlier.
What are the challenges, Jason? You're avoiding the question, big guy. That's pretty good. Just seriously, what are some of the challenges? As you stated, every project has challenges, so you wouldn't be alone in that. But what is something that you guys really had to overcome?
Well, I mean, listen, you're always managing delivery schedules and getting building material on site.
We're wrapping things up here at the SoFi Stadium, where we saw the Kansas City Chiefs, the defending champions, come back on and play spirited football against the Los Angeles Chargers. Today, the game started off in a weird way because Los Angeles Chargers starting quarterback was diagnosed with a chest pain and he was sent to the hospital. That meant rookie quarterback Justin Herbert, number 6 draft pick from Oregon, was thrusted into the starting position. In this game today, he became the first quarterback since 1954 to rush for a touchdown and pass for a touchdown in his debut.
Can you expand upon some of the unintended consequences that you mentioned with the new legislation involving the NCAA student athletes, as you put it?
Well, these discussions are still a work in progress.
Mr. Mayor, with regard to the Inglewood residents, you spoke about the funding going to low-income housing. When can Inglewood residents expect to see those housing? When will that housing be available to those residents?
That was such a good question. First of all, the community benefits agreement doesn't take effect until 2024.
We have multiple sports going on today for the adaptive sports community. Why is this an important event for us, Josh, that people should be aware of, not only, and then participate in?
Well, so we're excited because this is our first one at the Sports Academy.
Okay.
So one of the biggest benefits of being here is we are doing wheelchair basketball and sitting volleyball around non-disabled athletes. So they're getting exposed and getting to see that these are real Paralympic sports. These are real athletes that are training for LA 2028.
Do you get a sense of accomplishment with all this?
Yeah, I mean, look, in my gut, I know this kind of facility and the 350 other courts, I know they do make a difference.
What makes Bivol a challenging fight for you?
One more world title in 175. He's a good fighter, really good fighter. For me, the best in the division.
Tank is looming. Shakur is looming. Either one of you want to fight more than the other?
Man, I want to make the biggest fights, the best fights happen. Like I said, we weigh out our options, and we see what's next.
With Jamar coming into the league, how much of an advantage was it your college days, what you guys have coming into the league in this season? How much of an advantage was that?
You got some good questions today.
Aaron, what has the game of baseball taught you?
One of the biggest things is being humble.
All right, now let's give Toronto some credit. Again, you had them pick tonight. Their length, their athletic ability. That played a big part in the game, as you thought. And if the NBA Final champion is going to be from a different country,
I believe so.
Not America.
Game 5, the first time they're making history right now.
The team as a whole gave up 29 points for the 6th straight game. Something not working right. Whether it's coaching, personnel, they got to figure it out, or Anthony Lynn's going to be out here. Now that the Boston Celtics have stolen home court advantage, stolen the first game of the NBA Finals, let's see if they can play with some momentum. What's the best lesson you learned from playing baseball, Mookie? If you can narrow it down to just a couple key ones.
Learning how to accept and embrace failure. Because that's what baseball is.
You hear that, kids? That's a big lesson right there. Coach, I am a big fan of the team dynamic and team development. Each year you go through the same process where you're taking guys, cream of the crop from different areas, and you're molding a team. And you got, 20 games to kind of bring and have that bubble to the top? How do you do that, Coach?
You have to have great kids who are willing to share, who weren't lied to in the recruiting process.
They acquired a lot of #1 picks, and then with the right coaching, they were able to change that culture around. I kind of feel the same way about the Browns right now.
The Browns are going to be good.
Some basic general questions about identifying talent, and then how you as a coach kind of get the best out of talent. What's some of your
That's a big question. I don't know. Those take too long to answer. Those are tough questions. Those are tough. I can't do a dissertation here.
Okay.